Good evening and welcome to New York Red Bulls post-match media availability following the New York Red Bulls 1-0 win over Orlando City SC in the 2024 Eastern Conference Final. We're joined by New York Red Bulls head coach Sandro Schwarz. As always, use the raise hand function and I'll call you ask coach a question. We'll start with questions in the room. Maria?
Congratulations on the win. Your first season with the New York Red Bulls, you win. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm very proud of the whole group, whole staff, the whole club, the atmosphere which we create, and especially the last weeks, and it's amazing. And it was a very tough game today, and it seems now that our feeling is great for sure today, but on next weekend is the big final.
Okay. Hey Coach, Hamir Barry, I'm soccer.com. Congratulations. It's been something of a miraculous run for you guys, eliminating 3 higher seeded opponents. How are you approaching this, and how are you going to approach the final, be it the Galaxy or Seattle Sounders?
Yeah, we will see. We will see now. The preparation starts tomorrow. Then we will see who's the opponent in the next week. And what I mentioned, especially the first round against Columbus, then the Hudson River Derby. It was great performance, great mentality, especially in our defense behavior. And this is what we need, and also for the next week, the MLS Cup final.
Really?
Hi, so congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I know you guys have carried this mentality. You guys have continued to be like the underdog, undervalued in this playoff. Why not us? How does that slogan that became a part of your playoff run motivate you guys, and how is it going to motivate you for the final?
Yeah, for sure. We have now a lot of emotions, especially after winning the Eastern Conference final. And I think it starts because we played the first round against Columbus, and then to have the story like an underdog, and then we continue this run in the Hudson River Derby. So, and now we will see what happened for the next week, and this is what we have to prepare now.
Any more
Do
questions?
you have a preferred opponent in the final?
No. First of all, we have to look now. So this is we can't influence that. So we will see, and then starts our preparation tomorrow.
And a message to the fans who travel, and also the ones who are supporting you from home. Yeah,
it's great, and we feel this, and this is important. And we talked about after the regular season that we need everyone, and in our club, all the employers. It's amazing to feel this for me as a head coach, then to have this responsibility for the whole group, and it's great to have this support, to feel it as well. This support. In the stadium here, at home, in our facility, in the office, in our stadium, and and this is great, and this is what we need, especially then also for the next week.
Any more questions? We're having trouble on Zoom right now, unfortunately, because of the Wi-Fi.
It's too late, huh?
No, it's because of the Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, the Wi-Fi here sucks. Michael Bautista has.
I can ask another question.
Yeah.
As Red Bulls are one of 3 original MLS clubs that have yet to win an MLS Cup alongside New England and FC Dallas. Do you feel an added pressure to do that? Do you feel a responsibility to hopefully give the franchise its first cup?
I think it's important not to think about what can happen after the game, after the MLS Cup final. So our main focus, our main concentration now is to keep this level, to keep this intensity in our training session, and to have the clear focus in our video session. That's important now, and for sure it's pressure, and we need also pressure when you want to bring the best performance, the best quality of the whole group. Then it's not possible without pressure, to be honest, and that's good. So that's the reason why we are working so hard every day, and now we are in the MLS Cup final, and today is more the day to enjoy, and then tomorrow to start to work hard for the next weekend.
Sounds good.
Let me just. Sorry.
So.
Not a good one, right? Done all the other ones, right?
little too much champagne, and then you pulled the plug.
Champagne.
Hey everyone, apologies, we had some network connections. We'll go to Anthony Merced. You have the floor.
Yeah, Coach, look, this was a very unique game, very hard fought from both sides, especially defensively. Your team really has relied on their defense here in the playoffs. Can you speak a bit about what they've done here and how important it's been in their run to get to the final?
Yeah, it's not so easy to play here. We had this experience in the regular season in the first game here when we played here on the road in Orlando, and especially with this atmosphere. And then the final is also a special moment, and but we did it very well to handle also our emotions and not to have too much emotions about that, and to have a clear focus on our task on each position. Especially in defense was very well, and I would say also in the first half we had more ball possession. We had some moments we had to be careful in our defense transition to organize our rest defense. They had 2 chances where they can score, but most of the time, especially in our defense behavior and also in some parts today with the ball, was very well from the whole team.
Next we have Charles Bone.
Congrats, Sandro. 2 angles from me. One is, when did you realize this plan, settle on this tactical plan, and when did you realize that this could work to make this run? And the second is, could you speak about the concept of belief? Because there wasn't a lot of belief externally, certainly, and it seems like was Emil's words before the playoffs started maybe a source of inspiration? I mean, how did this all come together? Because not many of us saw this coming, of course.
Yeah, we had this experience in the last game in the regular season against Columbus, and then we had 2 weeks time to prepare for the first game, the first round on the road in Columbus, and for us was clear, especially after the second half against Columbus, the home game in the regular season, that we want to change a little bit something in our style, and I had the feeling directly, to be honest, in the first team training session on the field in our facility when we worked about these principles, about our defense, especially our defense behavior, and I had a great feeling directly. But it doesn't mean that we have done this run against Columbus, the run against NYCFC, and also today in Orlando. So then you get the confidence with every result, with every duel on the field. Starts in Columbus, then to create your moments, very good situations after set pieces, very good situations, especially after second ball. So and then it's clear when you win against the champion from the last season against Columbus, that you have more confidence in your quality, in your performance, and that you believe. And it starts then always with the result. But you have to prepare the result very serious and very professional and very hard. And that was our analyze after the regular season.
Next we'll go to Jeff Carlisle.
Thank you. Congratulations, Sandro.
Thank you.
And I was wondering if you could go into a little bit more detail about what you changed defensively. I mean,
but don't forget we have a game next week.
Well, yeah, I'm not forgetting. Believe me, I live in California. I know where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, but what kinds of things changed defensively? I mean, was it just the overall shape of the team? What was it? Doing things further upfield. I mean, what was changed for you?
I can answer this question very simple. We changed from 2 center backs to 3 center backs, and it's important when you play with 3 center backs that they are also very aggressive and not to stay then with the back 5 in very deep in the position. Then it's not good. So and this was for us a main topic, that we play more aggressive than with 3 center backs, and then that we can be very aggressive in our forward defending.
Next we go to James Burrow.
Thanks, Sandro. I'm not sure if it had already been asked in the room, but the one change to the 11 today is Peter Stroud steps in for Carballo in the midfield. Just overall, what you thought of his performance today, and about Sean Nealis, he stays in the lineup. Just his ability to be a warrior throughout these playoffs. What do you make of that as well?
Yeah, Sean Nealis played very well, and the whole playoffs, and also in a very good level the whole regular season, and it was important that he was able to play. And we start the individual program on Thursday, Friday, and then we took the decision today that he's in the starting lineup, and Peter Stroud, and I spoke with him before the game. We had a short conversation because after his long-term injury, he started this season very well. So he was a very important player for us on 6th position and on the side as a 10th position. And I think after his injury, it was the first time that he started as a 6th position. He started in Toronto as a 10th position on the side, and this was the first time. And the whole coaching staff was sure that he's directly also in with his quality that he can play very well.
Next, we go to Daniel Rebane.
How you doing, Coach? Massive congrats on your win tonight. Just talk about your how you are enjoying this run in the playoffs. It's your first year in the U.S. Just talk about your overall feelings and how you're enjoying this run so far.
I said this last week after the game, and for me, this is to be honest, this is the main part why I'm doing this job, to come with my whole coaching staff, with all players, with the whole staff, to work every hard that we see smile faces after the game. And when I see this, and then I'm very happy about the whole group, about the whole mentality, about the whole behavior, and that makes me happy. And it's not only because of the result the last weeks, or I don't know, or now it's my first year or something like that. No. I'm very happy about that. This is the main part, and to see all these guys in the locker room and to be happy. But the season is not over. This is also the other side, and this is what we have to continue then also in our training session when we start on Tuesday.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions, Coach. First, go to Michael Batista, then we'll finish up with Gary. Michael, you have the floor.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. Listen, I understand that your job isn't done, but this is the first time the Red Bulls have ever won the Eastern Conference. There were fans crying in stands, and there were fans crying at home at various watch parties just from reaching that far. Have you ever been a part of something like this? And just talk about what it means to do something like that.
Yeah, when we start our work, we talked about this atmosphere, and it's not only a tactical point or the video session or the training session, the practices on the field. This is also then to create a kind of this atmosphere that we are able to win in these competitions, and this is and to see these emotions, that's great. I'm also very emotional, and to see these people, and I don't want to compare now about my experience in other clubs, and this is a new story, and to feel a new culture, to feel the identity of the club, and since the first day when I came here, I had directly a great feeling that we have a big chance, not to talk about the title, but that we have a big chance with all these great people here to have these emotions and to create this atmosphere.
And we'll finish up with Gary Redmond.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What does this say about the group? We talked about the fans, we talked about the team, we talked about the games. But what does it say about the group of being able to coalesce together, to put together a run like this? Did you imagine did you ever see this happening from the first playoff game, or did you just sit back and said, wow, these guys were able to put this together?
No,
1 game to go.
To be honest, we start also, it was not, okay, we have to change everything from the regular season now to start in our playoffs. That we had also a very good feeling during the regular season though. But since the Leagues Cup, so for sure we didn't get the results. Sometimes it was a little bit unlucky, sometimes we were not good enough. That's also the truth in some games in the regular season, but it was not so, now we have to change everything to have a chance in the playoffs. I didn't have this feeling after the regular season, but it was more in detail to change something and also to be ready in our mindset to be ready for this competition. And what I mentioned before, I had a lot of conversations with my players or with our players because they had more experience with these playoffs, and everyone told me, okay, it's a new competition. Okay, that's great, and now I have also the same feeling, it's a new competition, but it was not that we changed now everything. We had also a good feeling in the regular season, especially in the start, in the mid of the season. So for me, maybe for a lot of people, it's the biggest surprise now that we are in the MLS Cup final. To be honest, for me, it's a very good feeling, but it's not now the biggest surprise that we are able to win against Columbus or that we are able to win in Orlando on the road.
Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.